So grade 8 girls, we are going to learn lesson number 4.3, use linear models to make predictions. By looking at the linear models, the graphs this time in this lesson is given, you don't have to plot them. By looking at the graph, you need to know where is the y-intercept, how to find out the slope by looking at the graph, and find the equation of line, that is y equal mx plus b. This is what we are doing in this lesson. You'll see a short video. Give me a moment. Yes, so please see this short video to understand it much better, how to find out y-intercept and how to find slope.
How does a linear model help you to make a prediction? Think about this question. Michaela is a speed skater and hopes to compete in future Olympic Games. She researched the winning times for the past 50 years. If the trend in faster speeds continues at the same rate, how can she use the information to predict what?
Those who were absent yesterday, I don't know, but the others I have told you about trend line. I told you that you'll just randomly put a line, straight line from the starting point, so that this is called the trend line, and you will see these points whether they are near or not, whether they are strong association, whether they are, okay, what is this? Is it increasing or decreasing line? Yes. What do you think, Talin? Is it decreasing or increasing? Decreasing. So when it is decreasing, what did I say yesterday? Is it positive association or negative? Negative. When it is coming down, it is negative. When it is going up, it is positive. Yeah. This is what we have learned yesterday.
Might be the time to beat in 2026. What relationship might there be between the two measurements? There is a strong negative relationship between winning.
See, this is the word what we have learned yesterday. It's a strong negative relationship. Why they are strong? You could see many points, aside close to the trend line. And why do I call it as, I think, negative? Because it is decreasing. He said strong negative relationship.
Times and years after 1960. The trend line has a negative slope. The winning time tends to decrease from year to year. Our first step is to write an equation for the trend line. In order to write an equation for the trend line, we need to know the slope of the line and the y-intercept point. The y-intercept is about 2 and
y-intercept is where it is crossing the y-axis, where it is crossing y-axis. Like example, if it crosses at 2, if this line crosses at 2, it will be 2. The y-intercept is 2.4. Now what is y-intercept? You have the equation of line y equal mx plus b. So that letter b is nothing but y-intercept. I will turn off that. You can answer very much. Is it this or not?
.4. A calculator can help us find the slope. Rise over run is equal to -2/10 divided by 15.
Okay, so they have divided both and they got 0.2 over 15. Rise over run, we have been finding out slope. You all know how to find slope by looking at the graph. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Use the general formula y is equal to m times x plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. The equation of the trend line is y is equal to -134/10,000 times x plus 2 4/10.
Any questions, girls?
Now you can use the equation of the trend line to predict what might be the winning time in 2026. To make this prediction, we need to figure out what value of x to substitute into the equation. What value should we use?
Select your answer.
X represents the number of years between 1960 and 2026, so X is 66. Substitute 66 for X. Multiply, then add. If the trend in faster times
They said between 1960 and 2026, how many years are there? There are 66 years. If you subtract 2026 to 1960, in between number of years are 66. And as in the question they gave that X is number of years, we substitute X as 66 and you get the value of Y.
continues at the same rate, Michaela should target about 1 51/100 minutes, or 1 minute 30 seconds.
So this question you've already known what is the slope. So here, assuming the trend shown, like, you know, for 0.3, 0.013, okay. Assuming the trend shown in the graph continues, use the equation of the trend line to predict average fuel of consumption in miles per gallon. Girls, where is the y-intercept here between? What do you think, girls? What is the y-intercept? Between 12 and 18. Choose a number. You can say 16 is the y-intercept. Please come on, wake up. Wake up. It is 16. Between 12 and 18, it is 16. How do I get 3 over 10, girls? Anybody who can find the slope for me? How do I get? Okay, let us see. Any points? I can just find out, see? Any point. There are so many points. Let me check any points. Like here, 10, 18. And then here, (30, 24). 30, 24. Anything you can take, girls. When I do y2 minus y1 to find m, I have to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 24 minus 18 over 30 minus 10. Please, can somebody say me what is 24 minus 18? Do with the calculator. Mazulin, please wake up, Mazulin. Enough, girls. Like, when will you all get serious? Why are you all coming to school? Take out this page. Come on, 224. Tally 224 times. Tell me how to find the slope. 24 minus 18. 6 over 10. No, 6 over 20, girls. So when I divide this 2 times 3 and 2 times 10, my slope is 3 over 10. So what is the equation of the line? Y equal mx plus b. What is m? 3 over 10. X is x and b, according to this, it is 16. Any questions, girls? Nadia, are you getting it? Dana, please note it down. You don't? You cannot see that? Shall I turn off the light? Let us see if that. You can take different parts. You know? Why did I take these 2 points, Maria? 10, 18. I took 10, 18. And I took this point. Any 2 points you can take. 10, 18. 30, 24. I took 2 points. And you know this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. To know the slope, you have a formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I find it out, I got 3 over 10. So my slope is 3 over 10. My m, what you get m is 3 over 10. Till here, did you get it? Maria, did you get this? Till here, sure? Then after m, I substitute m here, 3 over 10. B means what crosses the y-axis. What is crossing y-axis? This point, this is 16. That's why I wrote 3 over 10x plus 16. Did you get it now? Which part you don't understand, Majdi? Are you getting it? Lamar, did you finish writing? Take a sticky note, start doing it. I want you to write the slope. I want you to write this y-intercept. Talim, did you write it or no? That's your imagine, big girls coming late to the class. I have to finish a lesson today. I cannot. What will I do to the weekly plan? What will I answer, Miss Wala there? That girls are not listening. They are sleeping like this in my class. I know it's not that interesting. It's boring. I understand that. First of all, so many absentees. Very difficult to handle both online and offline classes. And then even copying from the board, you all cannot do it. Dana, did you write it? Three over 10 x plus 16. 3 over 10 x plus 16. Your answer is 29.5. You substitute x later on. 29.5. Judy, do you have a calculator? Try to do 15 and check, or leave it. Leave it. Go to next question. Put a cross mark to page 225. Go to page 226. The graph shows a family grocery. The graph shows a family grocery expenses based on the number of children in the family. Using the slope, predict the difference in the amount of spent between a family with 5 children and a family with 2 children, okay? A family with 5 children. First of all, even girls, is it written for you? Y equal? Is this written for you? Okay, so they have given us the slope and they have also given us the y-intercept. We just have to substitute with family with 5 children and family with 2 children. So what is 5 minus 2, girls? The amount, once again. Find, using the slope, predict the difference in the amount of spent on the groceries between a family with 5 children. With 5 children, how much it is? Amount spent, almost like 140 and 210 means 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210. Almost like, if I do between, what comes between 140 and 210? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210. Exactly plus 4, yani 180. 180 is for 180. This is 180 almost. It's for 5. And for 2 children, maybe 130. almost like 50. Girls, this is just your prediction, girls. He wrote exactly 63.24. You have to subtract, like with 5, how much it was, girls? With 5, almost between maybe 180 or 180. And I think this is not 130, it is more than that. Maybe 140 or 120. Let us just do 120. And almost like $60, right on your $60. How do you get $60? 180 minus 120. It's your prediction, girls. You just subtract between the families of 5 children and families of 2 children. You subtract because this directly asked us the difference in the amount spent with 5 children and with 2 children. Okay, girls, here what did they say us? How many children can you predict a family has if the amount spent on groceries per week is $169? So 169, where does it come, girls? Between 140 and 210, right? Somewhere here. Somewhere here. So why did they select 4? Let us check. They selected 4 like this. 4 children, girls. They selected 4 children. Yes. Write on 4 children here. You can exactly make it in the middle. Like this, girls. 4 children. Done? Okay, here. The scatter plot shows the number of people at a fair based on the outside temperature. How many fewer people would be predicted at the fair on 100-degree Fahrenheit and on a 75-degree than on it? Means you have to take the difference. First, let us find the slope. How do you find slope? By taking 2 points. Let me take 2 points. Let me take 100, 106, and let me take, if I take 12 and 60, 12 and 60, okay? 12 and 60, this is up to you, girls. And 108, sorry, 106, not 8. 106, then you have 60 and 12. It's not 12 and 60 because first we'll write X, that is 60.